Welcome to the From My Stand podcast with Matt Hinkle. Whether you are an avid hunter, a novice, or someone interested in the sport, Matt has a unique perspective to share. Sit back, relax, and kick your boots up as Matt shares what he's seeing from his stand.
Hi, friends. I am in the truck with my nephew, Davey. Davey, say hi.
What's up?
So, Davey and we're in Franklin right now. It's Friday night. We're getting ready to leave. We're going to be driving 2 hours tonight, and Davey's going to be doing his pretty much first ever. Maybe he's been before, I'm not sure, but his first real deer hunt tomorrow. He's got a gun, got some equipment, and so we're going to be going down there and hunting all day tomorrow. And so we're just going to kind of chronicle his hunt with a couple of short little videos, and we'll let you guys know how it goes. For now, we got a 2-hour drive, so we're out of here. We're gonna head east and get a little bit of sleep tonight, hunt tomorrow. We have arrived. Our 2-hour drive is over. We are at the cabin, and we made it safely. So we just kind of did a shakeout of our gear. Got the guns, ammo, binoculars. And all my gear over there. Davey's got his stuff in his room. Hi, Davey.
What's up?
So we're going to take a look at this map for just a few minutes and talk a little bit about what our game plan is tomorrow. We've got a blind. There's a blind we're going to be hunting out of in the morning. That's a pretty good spot. And we're going to sit there, I don't know, for a couple of hours. We'll see how it goes. And then once we're done with the blind, grab a sandwich. And then we're going to go over to some public land and hunt some areas that I've always wanted to hunt. So I'm showing Davey how a Topo map works, and he was just asking some good questions. So not really necessarily, hang on a second, let me go to this side, because there's some good stuff over here. So we're not necessarily saying that we're going to hunt here, but Topo maps, talked about this in our last video on late season hunting. You can see how they're almost like three-dimensional. They're not. It's just a flat piece of paper. But they give you these little, let me see. Let me take my pencil out. They give you these lines. See those little lines? Well, there's dark and light colored lines. The dark lines are going to give you elevation. For example, see that right there? That's a dark line, and they're saying that's 800 feet elevation. Now there's a dark line above it, and when we follow that out, we find that that's 900 feet. So on this map, from that dark line to that dark line, there's 100-foot elevation change. That's 100 feet higher. The closer see how these lines are close together and these are spread out? The closer together lines are steeper.
Okay.
That means the elevation's changing in an even steeper way. Now, you can kind of see how this works. Like that would be a knob right there, that little circle. That's like a high point of a hill. And then this is just a ridge. And all these little ridges shoot off to the side. Now, I don't even think we're going to hunt anywhere in this area, but let me see if I can show you something that I like to look for on these kind of Topo, what kind of features I like to look for. Well, I mean, really, what I just showed you has it. See these little knobs right here? Here, here, and here. And then there's all these little offshoot ridges.
Yeah.
They almost become like bicycle spokes off of a central hub. Now, I don't tend to hunt the very tops, but if you drop down over the sides, usually you can kind of find deer that skirt around those. But anyway, we're here at the cabin. We got our gear shook out. We are going to look over these maps, try to come up with a game plan on the public tomorrow. We got our blind set for the morning, but we are going to be going into some public land. There's about 40,000 acres out here. So one of these days, we're not going to do it right now, but one of these days, these topo maps are meant to be used in conjunction with these kind of compasses like this. And one of these days, we'll talk about how to navigate your way around in the wilderness with a map and a compass, because you can find your way just about anywhere if you got a good map and a good compass like that. But that's for another time. All right, man, you ready?
Ready as I will be.
All right. Well, the game plan is hopefully, I mean, this could go a lot of different ways. We might not get anything. And if we don't, that's deer hunting. That happens a lot. Or we might get one. Davey is the priority tomorrow. I mean, he's doing the shoot now, the blind. He's never shot a deer before, so we're going to try to get him his first deer tomorrow. But I have a tag and I have a gun. And we might split up over here in the public a little bit. And I guess there's a remote possibility we could get 2 deer tomorrow. So that would be awesome. Show you these guns we got for tomorrow. We're both shooting the same ammo, but of course, I've showed you on this podcast before mine, Winchester XPR 350 Legend. Looking forward to getting it out tomorrow. Davey is shooting, or hopes to shoot. He's going to be carrying a Mossberg Patriot 350 Legend. These Mossberg Patriots are really, really nice. I haven't done a rundown on this on the podcast yet, but it's got a fluted barrel. You can see that. I believe this is a 20-inch barrel. I think it's the same as my Winchester XPR. But check out the fluted spiral bolt. I really, really like that. That is a nice bolt. And then, of course, we are both shooting Hornady 165 grain ammo. And hopefully we'll be giving that to a buck tomorrow. That's the idea.
That's the goal.
All right. We'll let you know how it goes tomorrow. See you then. Bye-bye.
Well, me and Davey are hunting. We're over in some pretty big public land. I've never been in this area where I'm at right now. I've never been here. So it's new to me and Davey. But what I'm doing, I'm kind of doing a little bit of scouting for next season. But I came from way up there. That's all uphill. And you might be able to see that drainage. This drainage here. Then there's a drainage over on this side. And I'm on kind of like a little spine between the 2 drainages. I don't know if you can see that very good. But right there's a bed. I found some fresh poop. A bunch of tracks are basically following a game trail. I just found a deer bed. Davey's way down. He's probably, I don't know, he's probably another half mile or so before I get to him. But I'm just sneaking down this drainage, hoping to either bump something to him or he'll bump something to me. I don't know. But like I said, I'm kind of scouting. I didn't video where I found it, but up on one of these little ridge flats, I found a kind of a bench on some real sharp, steep. It's steep above it, steep below it, and I found like a little bench. And there are actual acorns on the ground, and you can see where the deer are pawing them up. So there's deer around. We haven't found one yet, but we're not going to quit. We got all day to hunt. So anyway, I'm going to quit talking and keep moving. I got to ease on down here to him. We're going to sit. We're trying some moving today. I call it running and gunning, just kind of trying to drive some of these drainages. Then we got a blind tonight. We're going to sit on a blind for about the last 3 hours of the night. So anyway, we'll let you know how it goes. Bye.
All right. Well, this is the post-hunt interview.
Yep.
And spoiler alert, we didn't get anything. We're going home empty-handed.
Yeah, sadly.
But that's okay. If you learned something, you never go home empty.
Yep.
And this was Davey's, really his first deer hunt. And I told him, I said, if I had a dime for every time I've went and didn't get anything, I'd have a lot of dimes. You go home without a deer more often really than you go home with one. So, but do you think you'll go again?
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
Okay, had a good time?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So we hunted hard today. We hunted in the blind this morning. Then we went over on public and did as much as we could do there. I mean, we did some still hunting, some drives, stuff like that. Just didn't get anything. Then tonight we sat in the blind, and honestly, it was kind of weird. This blind we've shot a lot of deer out of this blind. Wind is usually not a problem. And, you know, normally on an evening sit, you might have some wind at 3, 4 o'clock, and then it calmed down right at dark. Well, it was calm at 3, 4 o'clock, and then at like 10 till 5, it got windy, and the wind was really coming out of the wrong direction. But by that time, it's too late to make a change. So we just hunted, and Davey had a deer coming.
Yep.
He saw it. He did good. I mean, we didn't do anything wrong today. He got his gun up smoothly, quietly, and I think that deer was probably just a minute or so from getting shot. But it winded us. There's no way that deer saw us. No. It had to have winded us. But that, like I said, that wind was drifting in the wrong direction. And a lot of people don't realize what kind of weapon you're up against a deer's nose. They say a human nose has like 5 million little receptors in it, those little olfactory receptors. A deer's nose has 300 million. So they have just a ton more ability to smell than we do. And you don't get away with that. If the wind goes bad on you, you just usually don't get away with it. So anyway, well, Davey saw a deer.
Yep.
He said he would come back.
Oh, yeah.
So that's a good thing. So anyway, me and him still got all our bullets, still got all our tags. So, yep. You know, I did a video earlier this fall about grit and not giving up, not getting discouraged. So I've got to practice what I preach, man. I've still got a tag. I still got all my bullets, and no deer yet. I'm on a 6-year deer streak and a 5-year buck streak. If I don't get a buck this year, I'm breaking a 5-year buck streak. So I'm going to try not to break that streak, but if it happens and I don't get one, I still love to hunt. And we're still going to go forward with this podcast because we're having a great time with it. All right, we're driving home. We got a 2-hour drive home. We got a lot to talk about.
Yep.
We'll see you next time. Hope you enjoyed this. As we chronicle I don't ever call it an unsuccessful hunt, because every time you're out there, you learn something. We did a little scouting today over on the public. So it's never a total loss. We had a good time. Got to spend some time with Davey. We don't get to do that too often. So anyway, we'll see you next time. Hope you enjoyed it. Bye-bye.
Thank you for listening today. Be sure to tell your buddies and follow us on your favorite podcasting platforms. Y'all take care.